Welcome to War Bios, where we delve into the most pivotal conflicts in history, and I'm your host, General Biography. Today, we're going to explore one of the bloodiest battles of the American Civil War, the Battle of Stones River. This brutal clash took place from December 31, 1862 to January 2, 1863 in Middle Tennessee, and it's a testament to the unyielding resolve of both Union and Confederate forces. As we set the stage for this epic confrontation, let's journey back to the summer of 1862, when the Confederacy was riding high on the heels of several key victories. The Union Army of the Cumberland, led by General Don Carlos Buell, had been tasked with capturing the strategic city of Chattanooga, a crucial transportation hub and gateway to the Deep South. However, Buell's cautious approach and lack of decisive action led to his eventual replacement by General William S. Rosecrans, a seasoned commander with a reputation for boldness. In the fall of 1862, Rosecrans's Army of the Cumberland began its march towards Nashville, the state capital of Tennessee, with the ultimate goal of pushing deeper into Confederate territory. The Army's advance was marked by a series of skirmishes and battles, including the Battle of Perryville on October 8, 1862, which saw Union forces emerge victorious, but at great cost. As the Union Army continued its march, it encountered increasingly strong resistance from Confederate forces, who were determined to defend their homeland. The landscape of Middle Tennessee, where the two armies would eventually clash, was characterized by rolling hills, dense forests, and numerous streams and rivers. The Stones River, which gave its name to the battle, flows gently through the region, providing the source of water and a natural barrier that would play a significant role in the upcoming fight. The town of Murfreesboro, located near the confluence of the Stones and West Fork rivers, was a small but strategically important hub of activity, with several roads converging on the town and a railroad line connecting it to Nashville and Chattanooga. As the two armies drew closer, the tension between them grew. Rosecrans' forces were determined to drive the Confederates out of Tennessee and secure a crucial victory for the Union, while Bragg's troops were equally resolute in their determination to defend their homeland and preserve the Confederacy. The stage was set for one of the most brutal and decisive battles of the Civil War. In the months leading up to the battle, both armies had been engaged in a series of maneuvers and countermaneuvers, each attempting to outflank and outmaneuver the other. On November 26, 1862, Rosecrans's army began its march towards Murfreesboro, with the goal of capturing the town and securing control of the surrounding countryside. Meanwhile, Bragg's army was concentrating its forces near Murfreesboro, preparing to launch a decisive blow against the Union invaders. As the armies converged on Middle Tennessee, the conflict escalated into a series of skirmishes and battles, including the Battle of Hartsville on December 7, 1862, which saw Confederate forces emerge victorious. The stage was now set for the main event, the Battle of Stones River, a clash that would shake the very foundations of the region. With the armies on a collision course, the die had been cast for a battle that would determine the fate of Tennessee and the Confederacy. On December 31, 1862, the Union Army of the Cumberland, led by General William S. Rosecrans, launched a series of attacks against the Confederate Army of Tennessee, commanded by General Braxton Bragg. The Confederates had taken up positions along the Stones River, with their right flank anchored on the river and their left flank extending eastward towards the town of Murfreesboro. The Union Army's plan was to attack the Confederate right flank, hoping to drive them back and gain control of the river crossings. However, the Confederates were well entrenched and had prepared a series of defensive positions, including breastworks and trenches, which would prove difficult for the Union troops to overcome. As the battle raged on, the Union Army's attacks were repeatedly repulsed by the Confederate defenders. The fighting was intense and brutal, with both sides suffering heavy casualties. The Union Army's artillery played a crucial role in the battle, with guns firing from positions north of the river and pounding the Confederate lines. One of the most significant events of the battle took place on January 3, 1863, when the Confederates launched a surprise counterattack against the Union right flank. Led by General John C. Breckinridge's division, the Confederates pushed back the Union troops and threatened to encircle them. However, the Union lines held firm, and the Confederates were ultimately repulsed. As the battle drew to a close on January 2, 1863, both armies had suffered devastating losses. The Union Army had lost over 12,000 men, while the Confederates had lost around 11,000. Despite being outnumbered, the Confederates had fought valiantly and had held their ground against repeated Union attacks. The Battle of Stones River was a tactical draw, but it was a strategic victory for the Union. The Confederates had been forced to retreat from Middle Tennessee, and the Union Army had secured control of the region. The battle marked a turning point in the war, as it thwarted the Confederate Army's attempt to regain control of Kentucky and Tennessee. As we reflect on the Battle of Stones River, we're reminded of the bravery and sacrifice of the soldiers who fought on both sides. Their determination and resolve in the face of overwhelming odds are a testament to the human spirit. The battle may be remembered as one of the bloodiest and most brutal of the Civil War, but it's also a reminder of the importance of perseverance and the ultimate triumph of freedom over oppression. The Battle of Stones River marked a significant turning point in the war as it thwarted the Confederate Army's attempt to regain control of Kentucky and Tennessee. The Union Army's strategic victory paved the way for further advances into the Confederacy, ultimately contributing to the fall of Atlanta and the march to the sea. In the months following the battle, both armies regrouped and reassessed their strategies. The Union Army, now under the command of General William S. Rosecrans, continued to push deeper into Tennessee, eventually capturing the city of Chattanooga in November 1863. This victory gave the Union control of the critical railroads and supply lines, further weakening the Confederacy. The Battle of Stones River also had a profound impact on the soldiers who fought in it. The brutal fighting and heavy casualties took a toll on both armies, leading to increased desertion rates and decreased morale. However, the battle also galvanized the resolve of many soldiers, who came to realize that the war would not be won easily or quickly. One notable example of the battle's impact on soldiers is the story of Sergeant Alvin York, a Union soldier who fought at Stones River and later became one of the most decorated American soldiers of World War I. York credited his experiences at Stones River with shaping his views on courage, duty, and sacrifice, values that would serve him well in future conflicts. The Battle of Stones River also left an enduring legacy on the nation as a whole. The battle marked a significant shift in the war's trajectory, as the Union Army began to gain momentum and push the Confederacy back. The battle's outcome also underscored the importance of perseverance and determination in the face of overwhelming odds, values that would become hallmarks of American identity. Today, the Stones River National Battlefield, established in 1960, commemorates the battle and its significance in American history. Visitors can walk the grounds where soldiers clashed, see the remnants of breastworks and trenches, and pay their respects to the thousands who lost their lives. The battlefield serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of war and the enduring importance of preserving our nation's history. The battle may be remembered as one of the bloodiest and most brutal of the Civil War, but its legacy extends far beyond the battlefield, inspiring future generations to uphold the values of perseverance, duty, and patriotism. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the Battle of Stones River, a testament to the enduring power of human spirit and the unyielding pursuit of freedom. That's all for today's War Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm General Biography reminding you to keep marching toward victory.